Alright, so this is quite a hard-hitting video. We're going to be talking about veterans, about the sad truth of suicide addiction. So a trigger warning for anyone, and there's contact details in this video on help available out there. So a big thank you to Andy Walsh, the fighting veteran, also the other guys that I've met on the journey, Sam Blakesley down at Olympus Fight Club, and also Abdul down at Unity Boxing in Rotherham. So I've met some wonderful people on this journey. Please watch this and share it with anyone who you feel like may get some support from watching this, and there's details on how to get help. But yeah, enjoy and thanks for watching. Right, let's down, man.
No worries, man.
Good to
nice
see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yes, what have you been up to since the last see you? Had a few fights, haven't you?
I've had a few. I've had just a few. One last week with Sam Blakesley from Olympus Fight Club.
Yeah, that was a harsh affair, wasn't it? A bit of blood involved in that one.
That was my 19th bare knuckle fight. It was my worst bare knuckle fight, and it was my best performance in the bare knuckle scene.
Yeah.
You can't take no way from Sam. He can take anything. Knocked us down a few times, dropped that up. He went all the way. He got a unanimous decision. He put a right show on.
It was a good night then, yeah. A few good fights on.
Yeah, that was up at BKB. They sponsor me. All come about with me and Sam because I had a fight I lined up for months on end. Nathan Chicken Thompson from Newcastle.
Is that his real name, is it?
Nathan, yeah, he is a fucking chicken because he didn't show up. So he pulled out at the morning, they couldn't get in touch with him. Then they got Luke Steele, who Sam fought before on Raw. He was running massively late. Ended up there in the end at the show. So I've got no vendetta against him because he showed up, you know what I mean? But and then we were second on, so half an hour before, and I got there to get my hands wrapped. Next thing you know, I'm in with Sam in there, okay, one of my good mates, and people thought we had a bit of friction between each other from their gym and be part of them, but it wasn't really. It was just people talking shit.
No, it's no friction between fighters, is it?
It's just shite, man.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, thanks for inviting me down. I wanted to talk to you today about the fact that you're a veteran.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's big to me. I spent a decade in the armed forces. But before we go there, we'll just take you back to the start. So where are you from, lad?
I'm originally from a place called Hebburn in South Tyneside. Borders of Gateshead, basically near South Shields. That's where I was brought up.
Yeah, so it's a proper working place, working class, yeah?
Yeah, old shipyards and all that. My granddad's from shipyards, my dad served his time down there and all that. And
yeah.
Good family.
So that's good. So you had a good family, school?
Yeah, I went to school. I wasn't the best in school. Like I was dyslexic and school didn't bother us. I was always there. But then they sent us to another school in Sunderland when I got to year 10, trying to teach over our desk, and sent us to a school in Sunderland, and I went there every Thursday and Friday.
Is that like a pupil referral unit type of
Yeah, stuck with laser queers on.
Believe it or not, I had a job down in Norwich years ago when I was teaching in a pupil referral unit, and some of them boys and girls were some of the best kids I've ever come across.
Oh, yeah,
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't teachers to me, so I looked up at them thinking, I'd love to do what you do. When I leave school, I'd love to get into something what you do. Yeah,
I mean, these kids, it was almost like they were a few years ahead of the time. So if you spoke to them like on a level par, as long as you give you respect, you got a lot out of them.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
That's what teachers should be like.
Yeah, and hopefully they're all doing well in life.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that they're all doing well. So you went to school. After school, what happened next?
After school, so across the road from my mum and dad's where I lived when I was younger, so there was a lad that had a car mechanics garage. I was doing Saturdays when I was in school there, just to get a bit of money. And then I went into there, worked there for 2 years, and then I've always wanted to join the army, but my mum always said, she was never going to sign the paperwork when I was 16. So basically, I had to wait until I was old enough and do it myself.
Yeah. So that's what you finally did, isn't it?
Yeah, I finally did that, and as the same as you, decade in there myself.
So who was you with?
I first started off with the Royal Artillery, and I went through Pirbright. Then when I finished Pirbright, I went on to the phase 2 of the artillery, and I just thought, I'm better on this, man. So I transferred to parachute regiment, and I was going 3 para, done all P company and all that, and got injured on final exercise and all that crap. They were going to take us, they were going to keep us in this unit to get better and all that. I was having acupuncture on my back and all that crap, but I'd done all the hard work. The hard work was done. I was a para. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I buggered off to the Coldstream Guards because I just couldn't be bothered waiting around in a what do you call it, like a holding unit type of thing.
Yeah.
So then even though I had back injury and everything, I then straight on to become a PTI. I was parachute trained. I was fittest in the regiment. You know what I mean?
So if anyone who doesn't know, PTI is a physical training instructor.
Yeah.
So
and I done that straight away. Just through becoming on the 1.5 mile run, I just whipped everyone's ass. And well, you should be in the gym, you. So.
Yeah, similar journey they put me on. I was a PTI in a better battalion by Green Jackets. 3rd Battalion at Green Jackets. Shout out to the riflemen out there.
Of course, you guards, there you go.
Yeah. So 10 years, did you say?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Was it an enjoyable 10 years?
Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Had its ups and downs, obviously, when we went to Afghanistan. Done a few tours of Afghanistan. Lost my best mates. Seen all the shit that you see as an infantryman. Them ups and down things, but someone could ask us to go back tomorrow, I'd be straight back.
Yeah.
I just left because throughout my tours and all that, I had a rough time. I was always put in the roughest places and seen the roughest things out of everyone, and no wonder I went west.
Yeah, I think that in the military, if you're sort of like capable of taking the hard times, they tend to sort of like bang you in a direction, innit?
Yeah.
I think it goes to the people who can take it.
Yeah.
So
I thought I was one of them that would be. You obviously get all these talks, don't you, PTSD and all that, and I thought, I'm too strong for that shit. Everyone, even though I was one of the youngest, like lance corporals or whatever corporals, people used to look up to me, even if they're older, even if they were in the 30s and I was 21, they'd look up to me because I just was switched on, right? Like you probably said it yourself, me blood's green.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that's the way I was, and it wasn't until when I started doing the deep shit that I was starting to think and starting to change, and my family started seeing it, and my friends in the regiment started seeing it, and the battalion and it was. I found it hard.
So when you was going through them stages, did you before you got into the fighting, I imagine you boxed in army, a bit of milling and
I done all that and boxed for the army.
Yeah. So like when you went through the rough time after coming out or towards the end, did you gravitate towards any forms of addiction, like drinking too much, doing the old spark plugs, that sort of behaviour?
Yeah, I mean, I did, and I was taking drugs and everything. Even while I was still in the army, like through the end of my years. I've never been an angel, put it that way.
No, well,
I've never ever been an angel.
People in the emergency services, like the army, the fire brigade, even the police, everyone likes to bash them, but we have to give them the preps, innit?
Yeah.
They're not angels. If he's an angel, you won't be able to do that.
No, you wouldn't be able to do it. No, it's. I don't turn to it now. I'm 37 now. I've been and done it. I've been and done all that crap. I've learned to deal with how I deal with it. Where when you're younger, you go home to your mates from back home and all that. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
You don't do it in the army every day, do you?
Yeah.
But that's what they're doing. So it just stems from that a bit.
And we're the guys when we come back with a few £1 coins in our pocket, innit?
Yeah.
Pound notes when I was younger, like.
That's where they say get the bags in.
Yeah. Listen, I've done a little bit of research.
Yeah.
because like my background, I've worked with homeless people, been in the prisons helping people out. I've worked in addiction clinics, and throughout that part of my career, I've seen an awful lot of veterans in trouble because I don't believe they get the support.
Yeah, they don't.
I think the American military get a lot more support when they
walk along the street like royalty.
Yeah,
so I've heard anyway.
Yeah, that's the feeling that I get, and I get the feeling that unfortunately people don't really look to what veterans have actually done.
Yeah, they don't.
So I look to. It's hard to get accurate details of what's happening out there for the lads and lasses who served in the armed forces. Well, I got something from the British Journal, just taking some of these facts, man, I was shocked. So the British Journal of Psychology said in 2018, and people have been in active service had 17% mental health, but they reckon that the real figures of people who've served in the military in active service is up to 30% have general long-term psychiatric mental health conditions. And they're the people I was working with, locked in jail cells.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to jail myself 3 times since leaving the army. I've been out of the army 8 years. It's never been anything for violence, just driving and things, but drink driving, which is all stemmed from, I wouldn't have went that way if I was, because I was pretty switched on, even though I was thick, but I was pretty switched on, and I don't think I'd have went that way if I didn't have my troubles in my head.
Yeah, I think the army teaches you how to sort of like be capable of taking risks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the risks that we take in everyday life can end us up in trouble.
Yeah, especially in Civil Street.
Yeah, I mean 32% of veterans start self-employment after leaving the army. So that's like a third of people who've been in the army do something like what you're doing, and set their own business up.
Yeah.
The good news is they're twice as likely as a civilian to be successful.
That's true.
So, like, and I was looking at other figures. Combat stress in 2021, there was 253 veterans took their own lives in the UK. 93.7% of them were males. So, unfortunately, a couple of the boys that I spent time with have either taken their own lives, or certainly a high percentage of them attempted it. I mean, it's a disgrace, and I believe that as veterans, we should do what we can to shed light on this.
Yeah, 100%.
And speak to people in authority and get them to do something about it.
I mean, I'd say in my time being out, despite losing my mates when I was in the army serving myself, whether they were killed in action or being in a car crash or killed themselves in there, I'd say about 5 or 6 have tried to do it. I'm one of them. I'm saying try to do it. They're actually not here now, and I've been in a position where twice where I've been and tried to do myself in.
I'm really sorry to hear that. But you're not alone, are you?
I'm not alone, and you know, like, and it's crazy how it happened, because when I was in hospital, the last time was probably about 6-7 years ago now. My dad got in touch with all my best mates out of the army and all that, and they're all ringing us up, and they were asking for my help. They felt the exact same.
Yeah.
And it's mad because, so I started doing this awareness for mental health, and I would do like, and you had to do 25 press-ups for 25 days. But I put a scenario in there and tell them, just say like for anxiety and all that. And then I'd be like, well, this is what made us get anxiety, or felt as if I had anxiety, and this is what I've done to try and get myself out of that. And I just thought, and it just went viral. Messages, everyone, like even like my dad's friends were messaging us at like 20-30 years old on us. So, and then everyone just started helping. All my mates out the army, when they leave now, I'll get phone calls and they'll just be like, Andy, look, I'm in this situation, can you help us out? Even for work and all that. Because I've done plenty. I've not just boxed and not just done any, like, ran gyms are out. I've been in every construction game. You know what I mean? I've done it all, and they all say like, "Can you give us a bit of guidance?" And I love it. It helps me out. Yeah,
it's a tenacity, innit? And like being a soldier, it kind of teaches you that you're not going to give up. And you, like, when there's times when you feel like you should be beaten, but it's not fucking happening, is it?
No. Yeah. They're not beating me. No one's beating us. They don't even beat us. They do beat us in the ring, but they don't beat us in there at the same time.
Yeah, so maybe physically in the eyes of a referee, but they won't break the spirit.
Never break us. And I think I proved that last week at WBKB.
yeah. So anyone who's watching who's going for an hard time, all I'd say is reach out for help. Is a little quick message that you'd like to give them, Andy?
Yeah, I reach out to me. No doubt everyone that's looking at this has got us on Facebook and everything like that. I've got a massive following. Get in touch with me. I'll put you in the right direction. I've only needed help recently myself, so I'm up to date on it. It's not as if it was happening years ago. I've been through what I've been through for the last 15, 16 years. So, and I'm up to date. I've just needed help myself through little parts of my life and how I was feeling at the same time. So get in touch with me, give us a message on Facebook, and I will get back to you straight away, because I get back to everyone. And now I know that people might be messaging us. I look at my messages a bit more often, so don't feel alone. As a man, woman, I'm here for you.
That's beautiful, Andy. And I'm sure just the offer of help means a lot to people. And I'm also available to give advice. Like I say, I've worked in the line of addiction, I've worked with the homeless, and I know lots of great men like Andy and lots of other people who are out there helping people in the community. So the main message is don't struggle alone, and don't feel like you're losing because you're feeling a bit low and life's not as it should be.
Stop pretending you're bulletproof, because we're all human beings.
Yeah, if you think you're bulletproof, come in here and have a fight with this fella. Right, moving on to what's happening in here then. So this gym?
Yes. So, right, the ring we're in now, we've only just bought this the other day. We went down to Plymouth and got it. So this ring is going to be used for renting out. So Team Fight Life, that's what we're called, Team Fight Life. We've got David Bingham, he's an announcer. We've got me as a special guest referee. We've got Jonathan Stoner, timekeeper, judge, commentator. We can also get on board pay-per-view with Raw Combat TV. We're good friends with them, Ashmere, and the ring itself will rent out, will come as a package. If you just want the ring, that's fair dues, you can just have the ring. And obviously there's messages on Facebook again, once again. But we're all covered through JPS events. So where we are now in the gym, we actually have events here, JPS events, which is Ignite Strength and Fitness's owner. He puts on events. We've got food, we've got a bar, we've got the big ring behind the camera there now, the big square ring. So we bought this one, which is a bit different to everything else out there. Close quarter, we're looking at probably a bit more bare knuckle in here. So you can see a bit more action. Smaller rings, you see more action. And yeah, we've got a couple of bookings already. So
yeah, I see on one of the social medias someone's asking you if it'd be suitable for MMA. I think it's a bit small.
A bit small for MMA, yeah, but K1 I kind of see why not.
Yeah.
K1.
Well, hopefully you'll get a few bookings.
Yeah.
So you're training people. So you're doing this. You're grafting out in vans, doing insulation and getting your knuckles dirty.
Yeah.
You're doing personal training.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about personal training.
Personal training, it comes from everything. So I'm a PT level 3, level 2 as well. Trained in all aspects of fitness and strength and conditioning, and which what makes it better for myself is I've got qualification, and with my experience in the boxing, I've got qualifications to train boxing from Ricky Hatton's gym, which is courses run by Ricky Hatton, but the sanction from the British Boxing Board of Control, so the legit as they get, and you can't get no legitter. So, and with my experience as well, this is why I get a lot of clients, and I teach them properly. I haven't lost me passion for the sport. Where you go to gyms, they've lost the passion. They're old men. I've not lost the passion, and I'll never lose the passion. And I teach right. How I get control of a group probably come from the PTI-ness of the army and all that, and it's got everyone focused. It's a person you're on it, and everyone seems to love it. And I get min feedback whether the kids or adults, women.
I was just chatting with two young boys when I was waiting for you earlier, and I was asking them what they get out of coming here, and they said they get like discipline and motivation. One of them tells me he wants to travel and be a medical engineer or something.
Yeah.
So it's good to see young people, sort of like with a bit of ambition in life. They even spoke to me about not joining a gang and all that business, saying because this gives them the confidence in life.
They're in every day, them too.
Yeah. The things that you and the other people that I've met on this journey doing this job, the things that you're doing to society, it's totally underestimated.
Totally underpaid, but I'm not bothered. I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
It's totally underpaid. That's why I have to go work. I can't just do this all day long. I mean, the gym runs itself. I mean, the gym was here before I got here. It's Jonathan Stoners, who is me new coach cornerman for myself, and I'm the same for him. And yeah, it's just you have to still work.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about life. But some people are spending all day sat in a bloody office or on the end of a shovel all day, every day.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is I'm after more clients, so hurry up and get out, so I don't have to go out in a van.
Yeah, get in here, and it's money invested. People invest money in Louis Vuitton belts, shoes and stuff, cars. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You invest a bit of money into your health and what's going on in here, and physically your confidence. That can't go out of date, and you can't lose that, innit? When it's installed,
exactly.
It's
But the thing is, well, we're under a marquee now. This is just the big boxing suite. Inside the building is where we've got the big weight room and everything. I don't know if you can put a little video on the end of your.
Yeah, we'll have a walk around with a camera. Yeah,
that'll be spot on for just so everyone knows what's here. And it's in workshop, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. It's a workshop in North England. Where's the closest big place to here?
Sheffield.
Right, yeah, so we're not far away from Sheffield, just north of Nottingham as well, innit?
Yeah, north of Nottingham. Well, it's Nottinghamshire. Doncaster half an hour away. Rotherham half an hour away. Barnsley 40 minutes.
Yeah, so there's a big catchment area.
Chesterfield, Mansfield, Derby. Roughly around.
Yeah, I mean, I was working. I had a gym years ago, but it was down on the coast in East Anglia, down in Great Yarmouth.
Yeah.
So our catchment area was really small. But the catchment area here.
Well, we're in banging centre of Britain here. So they say, if I've been told correctly, but so we've got all the surrounding area. So come and anyone's welcome. Any gyms are welcome. Come down. We've got sparring sessions on. Which what we're trying to do is trying to set the dates for different shows. And
talk to me a bit about unlicensed. I don't know nothing about this.
So unlicensed, it's just say you don't go pro, then you'll start off. You'll go unlicensed. You don't have to put all the dedication in there. Some promoters are just hiring fighters in. Do you know what I mean? First time fighters, just hire them in. I don't do that. If you want to go and fight and do, I will start the beginners. But if you don't come training with me and you're a beginner, then I'll not put you on a show.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? People are just getting them. Going on Facebook, I'll take that fight. I'm not a weight, and it's not. I don't work like that.
I advise anyone who's going to get in any type of combat sport, jump in a ring, prepare yourself physically for this.
Yeah, 100%, and I make sure.
It looks easy, doesn't it, when you watch it?
It looks easy, but like I tell people, if people say, it's can't be that hard. That's good. Go and punch that punch bag, 30 seconds non-stop. Then tell us it's easy.
Yeah, and then get the punch bag to hit your back.
Well, and it doesn't punch back.
Yeah, right. So, this is a question that I ask everybody. Why do you think that young men, young women as well, but young men especially, should take up a combat sport?
Discipline, massive in discipline. This day and age, because of what's going on in the world. You never know. I always tell people, I say, you never know what's around the corner. Because my dad said it was once. You never know what's around the corner. I always stay fit.
What do you think you meant by that?
Because he was walking back from the pub one time. He could fight. He was boxing background and all that, and loads of lads jumped out of the car, and he got himself out of it, but he got in. I remember him getting in house, and he was buggered, man. Couldn't hardly breathe. I mean, he's a big bloke.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he means. But I'm not saying go out looking for a fight. I'm saying just just have something in your back pocket, sort of thing.
See, I've noticed on this journey that all the lads and the girls that are doing this, they're not the types to have a punch up.
Nah, I'm not. I don't go to the pubs and have a drink and go and fight. I never do. I did when I was younger. That's just for going through your younger starting drinking thingy, but I prefer not to.
Yeah, I think that if you get this kind of discipline and physical toughness, it gives you the ability to stand up to the bad man then on the estate and not have to be rolling round carrying their stuff for them.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be a little runner, be yourself, man.
Yeah. Listen, Andy, I really appreciate the time that you've given up. I know you're a busy man.
I am busy man, like. I've got a session now.
Yeah, he's got a man waiting.
Yeah, he's waiting now.
Yeah, it's been really good
Yeah,
speaking.
you as well, man.
And we'll keep an eye. Contact Andy. I'll put all his contact details on the end of this video.